Sing, Christ is risen. Alleluia. Alleluia. Dear brothers and sisters, as some lights come on, we will come forward to receive the light of Christ. Remember that it is our duty to be Christ-like to one another. It is the symbol of the gospel going into a darkened world, so that they may receive the truth of Christ's word. We are called to be the good news. We are called to be love personified, his hands and feet in the world. So therefore, we come forward to receive him as the light and life of God. Please come forward, and then we will go out the main doors to listen to the resurrection gospel. Rejoice, angels of God. Heaven and earth united in song. Sing, Christ is risen. Alleluia. Rejoice, angels of God. Heaven and earth united in song. Sing, Christ is risen. Alleluia. Alleluia. Let us give praise to God, who comes in our midst. Let us rejoice in him and sing praise forevermore. Rejoice, angels of God. Heaven and earth unite in song. Sing, Christ is risen. Alleluia. Alleluia. And now we'll go outside the main doors to listen to the Holy Gospel. Rejoice, angels of God. Heaven and earth united in song. Sing, Christ is risen. Alleluia. Rejoice, angels of God. Heaven and earth unite in song. Sing, Christ is risen. Alleluia. Alleluia. Christo resusciti in tutti cuori. Cristo si celebri, Cristo si adori. Gloria al Signore. Cantate popoli, bel regno
adore Gloria al Signore. All glory to the Holy, consubstantial, life-giving Trinity, always, now and ever, and unto ages of ages. Amen. May the Lord grant us the grace that our ears be opened, and hear and receive the gospel proclamation as we pray, Kyrie eleison. Let us attend as we listen to the Holy Gospel. Peace unto all.
And upon your spirit.
The reading is from the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew.
Your glory, Christ the God, your love, glory be to thee. Let us attend.
When the Sabbath had passed, and it was early dawn on the first day of the week, the women disciples, Miriam Magdalene and Mariam Theotokos, went to the tomb. As they approached, the earth quaked, as an angel of God descended from the heavens and came to the place, and rolled away the stone covering the entrance of the tomb. As they drew near, they could see the radiant glow streaming from him, which was like lightning. This very fact made those on guard faint with fear at such a sight. Seeing that they were troubled, he addressed the women disciples and said, "Do not be afraid, for I know you are looking for Jesus who is crucified. He is not here. He has been raised, as he promised. Come closer and behold the place where he once lay. Thus you must go quickly and tell the apostles that he is risen and awaits you in Galilee, where you shall meet him. This joyful message has been commanded me to relate to you." As they were leaving the tomb to convey the great news, Jesus stood in their midst and warmly greeted them. Miriam Magdala worshipped and kissed his feet, whilst Mariam, his mother, the Theotokos, embraced her son and glorified him. Therefore Jesus reassured them by confirming the words of the angel, saying, "Do not be afraid. Go and tell my brothers to journey to Galilee, and I shall meet them there." We give you glory, O Christ our God, for you are our hope. Glory to thee. Cristo risorge dalle tenebre, calpestando la morte e donando la vita eterna. Christ is risen from the dead, trampling down death by death, and upon those in the tombs bestowing life. Christos anesti ec necron, thanaton padesas, defiescentis imasi, soe aresa menos. At this, we're probably familiar with the Jubilee of the doors of mercy and compassion. It is an ancient rite which comes from the Church of Jerusalem, where at each Easter, the bishop of the church, with his crozier, his pastoral staff, as leader of that community, would blast the doors or bang on it, because it was the symbol that death cannot hold him. He is the author of life, and he is risen from the dead, and he smashes through our agonies, our anguishes, our despairs, our fragilities, and our failings, and he raises up again on wings of prayer. And this is the night where we are not to despair,
Because even if we sink in doubt and temptation, even if the odds are against us, even if people are against us, even if our plans do not go our way, He will break open those doors and make and grant us the victory, the power, and the authority to rise again and not be afraid, because He is abundance, He is prosperity, He is blessing, and He is Lord of all time. He is the Alpha and Omega, and all time belong unto Him.
Open ye ancient doors, for the King of glory enters. Let us attend. Christos aneste
Good job with doors like that.
Christians now acclaim that Lord, here is the Paschal offering, the Holy of Holies, and divine ransom, who has reconciled us to the Father. His torture and pain, in being nailed to that glorious wood, death can no longer hold us captive. For His own disciples were the first to give witness. The tomb where they had once laid Him no longer contained His holy body, as the Lord in times of old spoke through His holy angels. These greeted us in that place of rest, confirming Him as the life that never ends. Christ is risen from the dead, trampling down death by death. O Jesus, Lord of hosts, may we live in Thee. Amen. Alleluia. Christos antes Christos anesti. Christo risorto. Christ is risen. Christ is risen from the dead, trampling down death